pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. 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 Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home, victory.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Herbert to start the drive. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Bears at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Murray. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Play fake. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Here's a give to Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, and they're going to get this down inside the 20. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Let's go. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ball is red. Blue, green. White. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play fake. Here's Love. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Murray now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Murray. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Shot, 17.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dominique Robinson Robinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and long for Love.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chargers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no call.
He's got a man, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Here.
A handoff for Herbert. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's Herbert.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and 12, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They fake the handoff, now Murray.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, it's Murray. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Love, they go play action now. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history and tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Play action this time with Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Murray going to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Murray off play action. And this one is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Love looking to throw it. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
In motion right comes Allen. On play action. Love to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Caleb Evans. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Love now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Joey Bosa buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Herbert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Looking to throw again on second down.
Love.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
To the air again, Love. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is caught by Williams. Touchdown! Mike Williams, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bears 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. It's Eckler again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
97.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Murray back near his goal line. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Murray's got to have this one. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.